Hello everyone, welcome to Rob's Rogues in the Batman universe, and today we're taking a look, I know everybody, another Mattel DC Comics Multiverse from the Batman Arkham Knight line. It is DC Comics Red Hood is what the package says, so I'm kind of curious why some characters they have to say DC Comics and others they don't. There's something interesting, I mean, other than the design, it's kind of what the Arkham games have done. They've taken a little bit of liberties, or sometimes a lot of liberties, on how they are designing the characters for the universe that they're in. I'm not totally sold on the white parts of the outfit on the Red Hood. He does have a metal Red Hood. Some of the first initial pictures we saw of him was with his head down so you couldn't see. It was like all blacked in. So people thought he just literally had like a red hooded sweatshirt on and his face was black, cast in shadow so we couldn't see. He does in fact have a a red mask. So it'll be interesting once we see some more official artwork of the Red Hood himself. Something that is also odd, they do not list who he is on the back of the package. It says real name unknown, occupation vigilante, I can't say that word today. Vigilante, weapon of choice, twin automatic handguns, which he comes with 0 handguns at all. I don't even know if they're sculpted on him anywhere that I can tell. The other figures in the wave are Two-Face, Scarecrow, and Batman. I saw all of them there but Robin, so I'm really hoping I can get a hold of Robin. That's one I desperately want. If I was only going to pick up one, I was obviously going to pick up Robin, but to have Red Hood, I'm assuming he is going to be Jason Todd. So I'm half wondering that in the video game, for maybe people that may not know who Jason Todd is, that some people will find that out through the course of the video game, that, oh my gosh, that was the second Robin. So I really hope they don't do some weird switcheroo that the Arkham Knight is Jason Todd and he becomes the Red Hood after all of this. So again, it's the Arkhamverse, anything can happen. So without further ado, let's get the Red Hood, hoping that it's Jason Todd in the video game, but we'll get him out, we'll take a look and do a comparison size with Batman and see how tall he is compared to Batman. We'll be right back. Alright, here is the, again, a tiny figure, not even really 3 3/4. I think they just should have made this line just a little bit bigger. It's like Mattel wants their cake and eat it too. It's like, well, we're going to make figures, but we're going to make them small, but we're going to kind of make them too small. So I'm just going to stay off that horse. I think I've ridden that long enough. So there is a version of the bat, as it were, that Jason Todd would wear on the front of his uniform in the new 52. More kind of like a bird would be, you know, the Nightwing logo or the Batman and Robin bird logo from, remember that great movie? So it's kind of a mixture of those. So being that it's a red bird, you could kind of go, okay, Robin, bird, kind of somewhat looks like a bat. I was trying to look at the artwork here. Let me grab it really quick. Still very bird-ish there. So it'll be interesting to see how they introduce Red Hood, and I'm assuming it's Jason Todd, into the Arkham universe. So we already know we have Tim Drake Robin, so, and Nightwing's already been in there, Dick Grayson. So I guess it was a matter of time before Jason Todd would appear in the video game. So it's interesting that they chose this design. It's also kind of cool that I didn't think his head was going to be articulated, and it is. So I mean, kudos to Mattel. They're doing some things kind of cool, and other things you just go, I don't know why you're doing what you're doing. So since we're doing the head, does go full 360. Arms go up almost all the way. The little parts of the shoulder pads or the jacket, this is a soft piece. So it's almost as if I wanted to, I could pull the jacket off. So don't know why I would, but I could nonetheless. Nice soft pliable rubber. So he bends at the elbow, turns at the hand. He does have an open hand. I'll get to that in a second. Has a closed fist there. Turns at the waist, and the jacket really doesn't impede that. It's kind of a cool design. Legs go forward very, very little. I mean, very little. That's about it. Back, none. It's just in a straight position. Does have the T-jointed hips. The jacket kind of gets in the way. Actually, it's not the jacket. It's part of the holster for the lack of guns. It has an upper thigh turn, bend at the knee, and that's it. And I believe I said Batman has an upper thigh turn. I can't remember if I turned it or not on camera. So we have an open hand here, no visible holster for a gun, and you mentioned on the package he has a gun, and I'm sure in the game he has a gun. Why not give us a gun? Granted, the gun would be super, super tiny, I get that, but why not go just the extra mile and sculpt 2 guns into his hand, and he always has guns in his hand? I don't get that. So I would guarantee that the DC Collectibles version of this guy will probably have 2 guns that you can remove and put in holsters. Not that I'm expecting that from Mattel, being that this guy is so incredibly small, but still. So you can see a little breathing apparatus is right there. Or maybe it's part of a voice box or something like that so he can be heard. Very much like the Joker's, which I guess would be totally odd and weird. If this maybe is the Joker, wouldn't that be kind of odd and strange? So it's hard to tell. I don't want to have to wait till June to find out, but I'm sure he's going to be Jason Todd. So we'll bring up Batman here. So Batman is taller than Red Hood. So being that if we're probably almost 100% that this is Jason Todd, he should be. So there they are there. So that's going to do it for this review. There's not a lot to really go over on the figure. Again, I know some of the Multiverse lines, people are like, I just don't even want to deal with it anymore. Mattel's already burnt the bridge for me, and I don't want to cross back over the charred pieces of the bridge to pick up figures. Some of these have been pretty good. I really have to be a fan of the character, or really have to be a fan of the universe or medium that they're making the figures out of. I don't see me buying too many more from this. Actually, only one more. I really want the Robin figure. Being a big Robin fan, I want to get my hand on as many Robins as I possibly can, which was another reason why I wanted a Red Hood, really, because there aren't very many Jason Todd Red Hood figures out there. And again, I'm assuming, knock on the table here, that he is Red Hood himself. So let me know what you guys think about this particular design for Jason Todd Red Hood. Do you think it's Jason Todd? So, or is it just misleading on the package just for maybe some of those that may not know the story of Jason Todd, for people that are maybe just playing the Arkham games? So maybe it'll be like, what? That used to be a Robin? So they could go down that route. So it's the bird logo's really kind of like the Arkham Knight logo with the A. So these two characters look really, really close to each other as far as the militaristic look and the jackets. They both have a hood or a helmet of some type. They're carrying guns. So it'll be interesting to see how this game plays out. I'm really excited for it. It's sad to kind of think this game was supposed to come out in November, actually October, then it was moved to November, and now it's going to be in June of 2015. So we still have about 6 months before this game is officially going to be in our hands again. So let me know what you guys think of these couple figures that I reviewed here. What do you think of the Multiverse line? And just other questions and questions or queries that you might have about the game in general yourself. So today I'm going to take a look at the Multiverse Batman Arkham Knight Red Hood figure. And as always, this is Rob for Rob's Rogues and the Batman Universe signing off, saying we will see you guys